Hello folks, welcome. Zorin OS 17.2 Core. So today I am going to talk about how to connect your iPhone or Android up to your Zorin OS. I'm going to be using an iPhone in this example. The device name is Zorin 172, and I'll show you where that is also located when I talk about communications. Filming in 1080. I highly suggest you subscribe so you can watch this video in multiple sessions if necessary. This will be more than 10 minutes. And you'll also have access to my library of well over 450 videos, or somewhere in that range. I haven't counted them up lately. They're well over 400. So today I'm going to talk about Zorin Connect and KDE Connect, because that's required on your iPhone. So whether you use an iPhone or an Android, you need to install KDE Connect. Okay, I'll talk about that procedure also for the iPhone. This icon normally is not here, so I'm going to unpin it. Then I'm going to go to the Zorin menu and type in the word Zorin. What appears on my menu is Zorin Connect. Then I'm going to right click and pin that to the dashboard. And then open this. And you can see that's disconnected. Now I'm going to grab a hold of my iPhone and open this up and hit my application called KDE Connect. And you can see that it immediately connected. So two things are going to be required. Your iPhone and Zorin have to be on the same Wi-Fi. Same Wi-Fi network. Not cellular, Wi-Fi. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to de-pair this device. Okay? And I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to close the app on my iPhone on purpose because I don't want it to connect. So I'm going to open this up, and this is the general dialog box you'll see. I'm filming in 1080. I'm also going to talk about watching the video in its entirety to get all the tips and tricks. And I also would recommend that you subscribe. That way you can start watching the video, hit stop, come back tomorrow or the next day whenever you have time. And then I'll talk about the importance of firewalls also. All right, searching for devices. Okay, it's not going to find anything because my app is not on. Okay, but I'm going to now turn that app on, and you can see that it says unpaired on it. So I have a dialog box on my iPhone that says tap to start pairing, but I'm going to do this here because I'm filming it here. So we're going to click that and do the pairing thing. Device is unpaired. We're going to hit pair. What I see on my iPhone screen is do not pair or pair. This again is not using Bluetooth. This is using Wi-Fi. And now I just accepted it on my iPhone, and it's immediate on your screen. So now we're connected. So let me talk about some of these settings. Keep alive, you want that on. And this is just, mobile applications. I'm not using an iPhone. And I'm not going to talk about the browser add-on. I'm just going to show you the simple stuff today. So we can do a refresh to look for devices. We can also change the name. I'm not advocating you change the name of your computer, but the device name. How your iPhone sees this connector. Okay? Because your iPhone actually also talks to this application. So that's what they're going to see here. If you don't want the name of your computer to be displayed the same way, you can change it to something else. You can call it My Stuff if you like. Okay, you can rename that. It doesn't rename your computer. Have you ever opened up Terminal? A lot of people may not like Terminal, but it does have some value in a lot of things. So even if I change its name here, this part here will not change. It's still going to be Zorin 17.2, 172. I didn't use a period for that, of course. All right, so up here, when we're connected, you can have show an icon on your user menu. If you have this in this mode, you will not see that. All right, so I'm going to turn this back on so you can see that icon. I'll leave my mouse cursor roughly there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect that, and this icon will disappear. And all I need to do is close the app on my iPhone to do this with. The icon immediately goes away. Now I'm clicking KDE Connect on my iPhone, and you can see the icon returned immediately, and it's connected. These are very fast if you have a fast network. All right, in here are some more settings. Don't let all this stuff overwhelm you. Just leave most of the defaults. Just be aware that your saved files, whatever you send from your phones, your smartphone, again, in my case, it's an iPhone, but this could be an Android, they're going to be received in your downloads folder in here. Okay? I sent that from my iPhone. I'm going to send some more in a second. So, now, what are these other goodies? Well, there's battery information. Again, you don't need to do anything with these. I'm just showing you there's some additional settings. Okay? There's more goodies down here. All right, so we can also depair it, and we can also look at the encryption information. There'll be a test later to make sure that you understand these numbers. Just kidding. Very poor joke. But anyways, that's the verification key. Yeah, it's very long. But we can also unpair the device. Now that I'm done talking about that, I'm going to close that. And you can see the icon is still here. When I click the group of icons, you can also see this blue, Zorin Connect, and then I'm going to click the arrow. And you've got some more goodies here. My current iPhone battery is at 45%. So yes, it actually reports battery info. When I open up the mobile settings, I can look at the same box I was looking at earlier. Or if I open up the Share tab, you can do sharing, but you don't need to do that actually with your mobile device, and I'll show you that in a second. You can do this from your file manager. If you need to send that file, send to your phone, your mobile phone. Okay? Now let's talk about another important thing. If things are not working for you, you open this up, doesn't say anything, doesn't find anything, and you're kind of perplexed because it's running on your iPhone. Walk over here to Settings. Network. Are you using a firewall? Put in your password. If this is colored, that means you're using the firewall. Okay? If there is no rules in here, it's not working. Let me give you an example of something like that. I'm going to do this on purpose. I'm going to remove all the rules. And then I'm going to put them back in there. So generally, this is gray. That means it's off. And you can test everything out really quickly that way. But let's say you want to use the firewall. You turn that on. Do not hit close if you want this to work. What I want you to do is hit the plus key. I want you to tap this in the search field and type in Zorin. And make sure that says Zorin Connect. And direction, I want you to click both if you want in and out. If you just want to receive, that's in only. If you want to do both, click both. Then hit add. It'll put approximately 8 rules in there. Okay? These are all from Zorin Connect, and the reason that I had to do this is because my firewall is on, so it will allow these port numbers and, more importantly, Zorin Connect to work properly. Now I can close this box and close that and not have to worry about that firewall not working with my Zorin Connect. Okay? Now a lot of people may test this out by turning their firewall on and still see that connected, but wait until you do a reboot. When you reboot and your firewall doesn't have any rules, that's when you will not be able to connect. So don't fool yourself by just turning that on and off. The whole reason for the firewall rules is after you do the reboot thing. All right, let's go download some more screenshots so you can see the stuff on the phone side. So again, using the first screenshot, KDE Connect needs to be running on your iPhone. Now I'm going to download a whole bunch of screenshots. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is pretty much it. And you can probably hear my phone going swoosh. All right, so it's giving me post-it notes. That's good. That's what I like to see. If this was not open, you can still see that. And you can open that and show file location. Okay, so that was the first screenshot. We have KDE Connect. What does it look like? Well, I'm going to open up the settings one. So you have device and a file shape. That's a resizer, but anyways, there's a underneath this resizer, there's a picture of a folder. And then settings is what I have clicked on. This is what the name that comes across. So if you rename that something different, that's what you're going to see here. That's not renaming your iPhone. You're doing this in KDE Connect. So you can see this on Zorin Connect. Whatever you put in there, if you put in stuff, that's what you'll see there, stuff. I just called it my iPhone to be simple. Okay. So a typical one, after you connected the two together, you will see, let me see if I can find this. Yeah, it's this one. You'll see something like that. So this is currently active and connected. These other ones are not, because I also use the KDE Connect on my iPhone to these other computers. But this is Zorin 172, and that's what the name of this computer is. So if I click on that, I will end up with, where is that one at? There we go. So I can do the clipboard thing or send the photos from my iPhone to Zorin, or videos, or files. All right, so down at the bottom, you'll see the three icons. And that, of course, the resizer appeared immediately as soon as I moved my mouse pointer. So let me reopen it so you can see that it says Files in the center. So if you decided to send a file from Zorin to the, let me see if I have that screenshot in here. Doesn't look like it. No, that's a computer screenshot. No, that's the settings. I don't. Let me go find it. Just give me a second. Thought I sent all the screenshots. I think it's that one. Let's see what that one looks like. Yes. So if it's a regular file, it will end up down here. You probably saw that now disappear because that's a resizer. Okay, right underneath the icon here, as you can see, a blue folder. Let me just reopen this again. Now you can see it. So that blue folder is highlighted in the center on the bottom. As soon as I move my mouse pointer in, that becomes a resizer. Anyways, you can click the Manage Received Files, and it will open that up on the iPhone side, and you will see stuff like that. So I sent regular text files earlier from this machine. You can see that screenshot matches. Test 4, 5, 6. I sent 3 copies of them in different time frames because I was redoing this video. Trying to crunch it down for time. I do that occasionally. So anyways, sending files is as simple as right-clicking and send to mobile device. Whatever the name of your device is. It's called my iPhone here. So even if I were to do one of these, you're still doing the same. Okay? But this wouldn't do any good on that tar.gz. Wouldn't do much good on an iPhone. But maybe a photo. So if I were to do my own photo and want to transmit that back up to the phone, I could do that easily. And guess where this ends up at? On your phone. So on your phone, it ends up actually not in this area here. So this does not end up in here. These are regular files. What happens is, let me find the appropriate one. Is it this one? No. There was one here, it's configuration. Yeah, another screenshot that I missed. Okay. Where is that? $3.99 says it's already here. I don't see it. Oh, okay, let's open it. Yeah. Your photos are going to be automatically sent into your photo library on your iPhone. Same thing with videos. So that's where you're going to look for them. So you don't have to move them out of this received area. It's only the files that end up in here. Okay, this is in KDE Connect, and it's in this file area. These are standard files. Your photos, on the other hand, will automatically be saved in your photo library. I'm going to assume that is the same on the Android phone, but I can't vouch for that because I don't have one of those phones. Okay? So now that we talked about that kind of stuff, let me send you some regular photos so you can see a better. I'll give you some nature shots. There's one of a flower, waterfall, and a bridge. So these are regular JPEGs. All right, so I'm still going to be using my spacebar just to get a preview of that. All right, in either case, you can see my post-it notes. I'm going to close all that. Then you just move these appropriately to whatever folder you want. Okay, so if you don't know how to do a screenshot on your iPhone, this is going to be verbal. Basically, you're holding your phone, normally, hopefully with two hands. You take your left hand and you push the upper volume key on your iPhone, and the right hand, you're going to push the power button. That makes a screenshot. Then you can save it to your photos. That's how I'm achieving making screenshots of these. All right, so talked about file transfers. It doesn't matter which folder we're talking about. So I could resend these back up. It wouldn't do me any good, but I could send them back to the mobile device. Does that make sense? All right. I talked about this. I talked about the importance of the firewall. One more visit over to there. It's under Network, Firewall Configuration. And again, if your firewall is lit up with color, you better have some rules in here. All right. Now, KDE Connect is also available here. I've heard some mixed emotions about installing KDE Connect and also having Zorin Connect on the same machine. I didn't have much issue with it, but one of the things about KDE Connect that I found did not work well was it would not give me notifications when a file is received. I use KDE Connect on other systems also. So you're going to be using KDE Connect on your mobile device. The Connect indicator did not work on Zorin. It did not do like this one does. And I don't really use SMS or messaging. But it does transfer files. But it does it silently. Outgoing and incoming, depending on your firewall rules, again, if you decide to install the KDE Connect, you want to, I don't think it'll find any rules for this. Oh, it does, okay. Well, if KDE Connect is installed, then you do the same thing. You do both. And then you hit add and it adds the additional rules for KDE Connect. This is Zorin Connect. This is KDE Connect, if you're going to use it. Just please keep that in mind. If your firewall is on, you need rules to make things work. You can always turn them off, okay, to test things with too. So one more time on the recap, you need to pair the device on your mobile phone. Okay, that can be done either here or on your device. And your device has to have KDE Connect on it. And then you can choose to have this icon here or not. And that is all done through the settings, through this here. About Zorin Connect. That's where this comes in handy. Again, the reason you can see this icon, because I don't have it in this mode. Or this mode. Now you can see it, now you don't. Just a couple of little tips there. As you can see, I have been receiving a lot of files, and I will now send a couple more. And let's pick some sample files. I'll do a PDF, and you can probably hear it when I send it. That little bing there that you just heard, that was my phone chiming. Managed and received, and there it is. I have a PDF. I'll do a screenshot of it. And I will upload that screenshot in a second. And where is the screenshot? There it is, and add. I'm doing this live, so please bear with me. And there's the file I just sent from Zorin to the iPhone. Again, this is just a screenshot off the iPhone. I'm in the folder area. Now I can open that up on my iPhone with whatever appropriate applications that opens up PDFs. I probably have said enough. It's 21 minutes. Again, thank you for watching.